Hey Nerdfighter, it's Kate. You may remember me with a little bit less of a mohawk. I like to think the faux hawk is sort of my, like, the haircut that God wanted me to have. Like, he was sitting up there with his chalkboard. I don't know why I think there's a chalkboard, but there's like a chalkboard and he's like designing me and he's like, yes, we'll really enjoy reading, be naturally good at grammar, be really scared of house centipedes, and be her most badass with a faux hawk. So this video is a response to Angie's video challenge number 2, Electric Boogaloo, Clone Wars. Is the Clone Wars the second Star Wars movie? I don't know. To tell one embarrassing story about yourself. And the embarrassing story that comes to mind most easily for me is actually from when I was a little kid. When I was in elementary school, we had gym, and it was always the end of the day, and my parents were always really keen about like picking me up when school ended and going home right away. Like there was no, I don't know, dilly-dallying, if you will. So I always had to get changed after gym really quick and get right out front, or my parents would be really annoyed. And I remember one time I thought I would like make this process faster while I was in the change room, and instead of switching out of my running shoes into my street shoes, I was like, this would be great, I'll just change out of my shorts and pull my pants on over my shoes and I'll be done so much faster and I can put my other shoes on when I get home. You know, in retrospect, this was a really stupid idea. I mean, the shorts came off great, obviously, because they're shorts and they're huge. And I mean, not that, you know, 10-year-olds or whatever wear skinny jeans, but my pants were still pretty tight. And when I tried to pull them over my shoes, they got stuck, obviously. I was so terrified that my parents were going to leave without me and that I was going to be alone at school. I only lived like 7 blocks from where the school was, and I probably could have gotten home on my own. And, you know, there's really no reason that I needed to do things this way, but what I did was I just like ran out crying into the schoolyard because my pants were stuck and I couldn't get them off my feet once I had gotten them like over my shoes, and I couldn't get my leg through the rest of the pant leg because the thighs were wider but the bottom part wasn't. And yeah, it was pretty embarrassing, apparently, because when I started thinking about what I wanted to do for this video, this was the first thing that came to mind. So that is my embarrassing story, Nerdfighter, and I look forward to seeing yours. You may notice there's a new background. I decided I like this wall better than sort of my bookcase and the blank wall, and I decided to try and use my digital camera to film it and use this really cool tripod that I inherited from my grandfather instead of using the webcam on my laptop. So we'll see how that goes in the future if I vlog some more. I hear there are some openings on the Ottawa Nerdfighter channel, so we'll see. Until then, DFTBA.